Good morning, everyone. Welcome our dear esteemed guests, students, and my team members. It's a distinct honor to welcome you all to this vibrant Youth Parliament session. Your presence reflects your commitment to the future of our society. Your energies as emerging leaders. Let's make this session impactful and memorable. I would like to invite Mr. Mohammed Zareen bin Aziz, Chapter Chair, CIl Young Indians Bangalore, to take this session forward. Mr. Aziz.
Ellarigu Namaskara. It is an honor and privilege to be here today at the prestigious Vikasa Soudha for the Young Indians Parliament, a collaborative effort between the Karnataka Legislature and CIl Young Indians. On behalf of CIl Young Indians, I would like to extend a warm welcome to our distinguished guest, Shri Basavaraj S Horatti, Chairman of Karnataka Legislative Council, Shri M.V. Rajiv Gowda, former Member of Parliament, Rajya Sabha and Chairman AICC Research. Srimati M.K. Vishalachi, Secretary, Karnataka Legislature. Friends from the media, participating students, Yuva College volunteers, and fellow YI members. CIl Young Indians is a youth movement to converge, lead, co-create, and influence India's future. Since its inception in 2002, Young Indians has grown into 68 cities across India with over 6,700 voluntary members from different professional backgrounds. Additionally, we are proud to have 1.5 lakh Yuva College students and 15 lakh College School students as part of our network. The three pillars of Young Indians are nation building, thought leadership, and youth leadership. And this competition is a perfect opportunity to embody these pillars.
And my dear students, a very good morning to all of you. How's everyone today? Fantastic. If people look at me, I know they can look at me and say that this guy loves to eat food, right? And I'd like to give food references. This whole session is like how a South Indian breakfast is, right? So you can have it like your plain idli, right? You can have your Malapuri idli, you can have your idli and sambar, right? So any variety, any mix differences, and differences of good nature. These model parliamentary sessions that we're going to conduct is about showcasing this diversity in our country, and also about talking about the process of how laws are being made in our country, and then maybe go ahead and eventually take it up professionally as well. That's our entire intention of getting children over here to start thinking about politics, about law, about citizenship, and we've conducted these youth parliament programs. We're doing it in 8 cities as the first edition, and finally in November we're going to be holding it in Delhi. So my submission, they're going to be speaking after me, and wishing you all the best and have a great 2 productive days of discussions. Thank you so much.
I invite Mrs. Jaya Bhavya, the Chair, CIl Young Indians Bangalore.
Chairman of Karnataka Legislative Council, and he did his primary education in his native Bangalore, and he has completed his bachelor's in physical education and master's in physical education from Bangalore University. He has been elected as a member of Legislative Council from West Teacher constituency of Karnataka Legislature.
Mr. Horatti, if you could request you to please kindly address our house today. We We want to welcome Sir Rizwan Arshad. Please give him a big hand. Thank you, sir, for taking us time today. I would like to invite Mr. Rahul Karur, convener.
Good morning. Bright young ladies and young gentlemen, it's my distinct pleasure and honor to introduce an eminent personality that is from this Vikasa Soudha constituency of Bengaluru, Shivajinagar constituency, Mr. Rizwan Arshad. Mr. Arshad has been a stalwart in the political landscape in Karnataka, demonstrating an unwavering commitment in public service and well-being of his community.
Professor N. Rajiv Koda sir, who is the ex-MP of Rajya Sabha, and he is currently the spokesperson for Indian National Congress. He is also served as chairman of Congress Research Department and vice chair of Karnataka Planning Commission under a cabinet rank. He is the professor of economics and social sciences and the chairperson of Central Public Policy at IIM Bangalore. And he has taught a range of courses as well. He served as the director of Central Board, RBI, and he also has a PhD from Watson School, University of Pennsylvania. So it's our honor to have you, sir, and thank you for joining us today.
Televised, and you have written about. So do pay attention. Follow certain parliamentarians. You will see highlights that of some very, very good speakers. These are great training opportunities for all of you, and of course participate in all of these kinds of activities. Learn more, and more than anything else, participate in the political process. Democracy is not something that was a gift to us. We had to earn it through a freedom movement. Large number of people went to jail, lost their lives for what we enjoy without a second thought. So it's important that you participate. It's important that you vote. It's important that you work with political parties and politicians in public service, in campaigns, etc. When you get closer, then you will see that they are also the political class.
Good morning to everyone. My name is not Horatti, Horatti is my name. ಮೊದಲು ನಾನು ಈ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದವರು ಅದಾರ, ಕೇರಳದವರು ಅದಾರ. ಮೊದಲೇ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕನ್ನಡದವ್ರು ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾನು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ದವ್ರು. ಭಾಳ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆ ಅನಿಸ್ತಿದೆ ನನಗೆ. ತಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಯಂಗ್ಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಕೂಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಭವಿಷ್ಯವನ್ನು ನೀವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕಂತ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನಮಾನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗೈತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಯಾರು ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬರಬಾರ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋಂಥ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ನಂಬಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಥರ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಟುಡೇ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ to participate in this function. It gives me immense pleasure to be here today as the chairman of the Karnataka Legislative Council and chief guest of this significant event. I would like to begin by congratulating the CIl Young Indian team for organizing the Young Indian Parliament round in collaboration with the Karnataka Legislature at the prestigious Vikasa Soudha in Bengaluru. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to all the students from the South Karnataka and Kerala who have been selected for this regional round. Your selection is a testament to your decisions, knowledge and passion for making a difference. It is indeed a proud moment for all your families and your institutions. Today I want to talk about why it is crucial for students to take an active interest in Indian politics. Our nation is the world's largest democracy, and the strength of the young democracy lies in the active participation of the citizens, especially the youth. Students, being future leaders, have a significant role to play in shaping the destiny of our country. Today I want to tell something about the system of the politics. See, you are all interested to take part in the politics. But today, the system of the election, it is very difficult to say. Democracy, we are the largest democratic country people. But unfortunately, today's system very crucial. When I elected in the year 1980, first time I elected as a MLC from the teacher conference. That time Ridwan Asad was 1 year old boy. Yes, and he was youngest council member that time when he entered the Legislative Council. So system today, what happened? Everybody depends upon the money and caste. They are people, they don't want to see the performance of the legislator or parliament member who work for the public, who not work for the public. See, today I elected 8 times continuously, 1982 till today, 45 years I am in the council. When I entered the council, I was 31 years old. More than half of my life I spent in the council. 45 years, another 3-4 years there, total 48 years. Nobody was elected till today. Because what I want to say, I elected from the teacher conference. You know, teachers, when they are voting for the member who is contesting for
inspiration. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. Thank you. Please. It's a tall order to have such a great experienced person amongst you, and to witness the knowledge and probably the experiences that we have gone through would be a great opportunity for you to learn. Now, I have the pleasure of inviting our MLA, Mr. Rizwan Ashad, to come and give us a few words of advice. Thank you.
Namaskara. Feeling good? Feeling good or feeling responsible? You're feeling bored?
No.
Yes?
Feeling awesome.
Awesome. See, the feeling of big, responsibility. Where is this feeling coming from? Because you're part of Young Indians Parliament by CIl, right? And you have been chosen, you have been picked up, you have been brought in here, and it's a big attempt. It's not easy to pick one of the most bright young minds who are quite interested in what's happening now, right? Not everyone is interested. At your age, a lot of people, I have seen my friends when I was in college and school and college, not very interested in what's happening now. Okay, my school, my friends, my home, my tuition, and whatever my play, my sport, they're limited to that, right? Many of you might have friends like that. They're not bothered what happens. Somebody is talking about Bangladesh, they're not worried about what's happening in their neighborhood. Though, Bangladesh is quite far. But it's very important that we know what's happening. Because what's happening around is affecting us already. Okay? That's why we should know what's happening. And how do you know what's happening? Usually you know by reading newspapers, watching television, or what is the other source of news you guys have? The social media? You all are on social media? I'm not talking about the Instagram reels. So you guys are on Twitter and all other source of information, digital portals and all that, right? So all these mediums influence our mind, like what's happening. And the quickest form of news we get in what? WhatsApp, right? Please don't believe WhatsApp. 90% of WhatsApp is manufactured through twisted and manipulated truth, which we get. So human minds, we are all so busy in our colleges, schools, studies and other things that we just want to adapt what the WhatsApp has sent us, right? So why I'm telling you this is because we are in the world's largest democracy. We are the world's largest democracy. And the world's largest democracy has 65% of its population young, right? 65% of the population is young, and we are the world's largest democracy. And do you see the reflection of the population in the Assembly and Parliament? Do you see that? With all respect to Horatti Saab.
I was also saying that time.
Yeah, that time you were the youngest. When I entered the Legislative Council before being an MLA, I was the council member. Horatti Saab was the most senior most and I was the junior most in age as well as the term. So I was so touched. Horatti Saab came, left his chair, came to me and sat down and said, Rizwan, I'm recollecting and remembering, I'm a little bit emotional. Seeing you, I feel that I have come for the first time when I had come 40 years back. That was his reaction. That's why I'm a little touched whenever he is there. So what I'm telling you is, why is that there is no percentage of young population inside the assemblies and parliaments? Because the system of elections has become so complicated. The elections have become so expensive. The elections have, like Horatti Saab said, based on caste and religion. No matter what work, what ideals, whatever your intentions, unless you are backed by the right caste and the right kind of finances, you are unable to enter there, right? So this is something which is a big barrier for young people to come in. Like especially those youngsters who come from ordinary families who have no political background. Like I had no political background. My mother is a school teacher, later on a lecturer, and my father was an advocate. So I had no much big political background. So how do we enter that? How do you break that barrier, right? Because unless you break the barriers, you get into the system, no matter how much you think good, bad, you sit at your home and sit in your campuses, it's not going to change. You need to create policy, you should get into that platform, you should get into the assemblies, you should get into the parliament, you should get into your at least panchayat, if you need to set your things right around your household. So, you need to constantly be around the people, understand their feelings. India is a very complex society. This society is not uniform. Somebody is called upper caste, somebody is known as lower caste. We have created, God never created. The society is created by human beings.
So basically, we didn't create like any of these castes, like jatis. Sorry, God didn't create. Only we are the ones who created.
Absolutely. That's what I agree.
And I think it's like, it's not supposed to happen because like it's like a unfair concept.
Absolutely.
It doesn't like provide equality to everyone.
Absolutely.
And democracy is basically, it also has a role in providing equality to everyone.
Absolutely. I agree with you. And I share your feelings. And there should not have been any caste. It should have been, but unfortunately we have it, right? And how do we strengthen those castes which are not considered to be strong, which are not numerically large, which don't have so much wealth and education, and they don't have voice? So you need to get people elected from across the spectrum. Across the spectrum. Every section of the society needs to have his or her representative inside the houses which make decisions. Decisions are made for whom? It is for all of us, right? And if we fail to do that, if the society is not perfectly reflecting as it is, then what happens? A few groups get into the assembly, few groups get into the parliament, they create rules and laws which are convenient to those particular groups. The rest of the society is left like that. They are not part of this whole system. They are equal stakeholders, but they don't get an opportunity. So what do we need? We need to have a robust democratic system. What is this robust democratic system? Someone can, if you want to say, what is this democratic system which is so robust? Yeah, please.
Somewhere where everyone has representation.
Absolutely, absolutely. So right now, you know what's happening? A lot of people feel a robust democracy is one party, one leader getting brute majority in the parliament in the assembly. Right? You get brute majority. Someone said, "Abki baar some 400 par, abki baar 300 par." Right? Why do you want 300 par, 400 par? You have a simple majority, the number. You need opposition. The opposition should be strong enough in the parliament to challenge every move by the government, to call them for debate, to deliberate, to discuss, then come to a conclusion what is good for the people and what is not good for the country, right? So if the opposition space is vacant, opposition is very weak, the government, what does the government do? They bring in legislations, they bring in bills, they just bulldoze in the assemblies and parliament. They will not allow discussions, or they will, even if there is a discussion, they will never concede what law we have made, that is the best. That is the kind of attitudes the brute majority governments have. And if you have a leader who feels there is no parallel to himself or herself, and there is no one as capable of himself or herself, they start taking decisions which will start suffocating the democratic system and the general population. What happened in Bangladesh is the reflection of that system, right? Sheikh Hasina wins a landslide victory in 2024 January. How many months back? 7 months back. And in 7 months, she has to resign and flee the country, right? What is right or wrong, I am nobody to comment on that. What will happen, whether it will be good for Bangladesh or bad, the time will say. But why that frustration? Why people came out on streets? Because she is ruling the country for last 4 terms and has suffocated the opposition, weakened the opposition to an extent that the opposition had to boycott the polls, the elections. So why is this opposition boycotting? Because she is not allowing the general functioning of the democracy. The democracy remained just namesake, right? So what happens if the opposition is not active? The common student, the youngster who is protesting on the streets of Bangladesh could have sent his views, sent her views, frustrations, her concerns through these opposition voices. When that is absent in the assembly and parliament, what happened? Nobody is there to raise our voice. Nobody is there to raise our concern. Nobody is there to safeguard our interest. If you feel that there is no one today in democracy in the country to safeguard my interest, what will you do? You will hit the streets, right? Yeah, please.
So, but
Use your mic.
Use your mic, please. Not working? Then be a little louder.
yeah, so I was wondering that does religion that in a specific country also depend on how the election process
Works. It's because let's say that the Hindus in India, and let's say that the ruling party gets all the votes from all the Hindus, they directly win, right? But if the religion is not in support of the ruling party, then they are not letting their opinions matter, right? So I just wanted to know your opinion on the statement.
Okay, see, there are who feel that I represent one political, one religious segment, right? And they appeal to those religious segments. There are parties who are very little fundamentalist in nature. They are strong in their nature, in the sense that, okay, I belong to this religious group. I belong to a party which is little centrist, which is more liberal, which doesn't campaign for one religion or the other. So my upbringing in the party will be a little different than a party which is right-wing, who stands very clearly for one religious segment. Standing with one religious segment is one thing. Oppressing another religion, since you're standing for one religion, then you're targeting the other religion, is something which will not be good in the long run for the country. Second, in India, we have first past the post electoral system. That means I cross one vote more than my opponent. Like if you have 100 votes, only 55 come and vote. In that, there are 3 people contesting. I take 21 votes and I win. So what is the percentage of people who have trusted and put their trust in me? If through the overall population?
Very small percentage.
Very small population. The voting population is one thing. The general population is different. Below the 18 years of age, there is a huge, big segment of population. They are excluded from the voting list naturally. But the voting population is 100. But only 55 turn up to vote, and they get divided. And I 21% vote. I come and I say I decide for everyone, because my religion is the largest religion. So there you need to understand. Even if there is a big majority for anyone, what is the basis with which our country is formed? Our country is formed with inclusivity as its ingredient, with diversity as its ingredient. When we got independent, we could have chosen, someone chose to be Pakistan, someone chose to be with one religion, someone chose to be with somebody other religion, but we chose to be a secular nation. We chose to be inclusive. We chose that we have diverse cultures, we have diverse languages, we have diverse religious beliefs. Let us all come together on a common platform, respecting each other, giving space to each other, and forming a strong country. And we formed one, and we are successful than our peers who formed a religious country. We were born at the same time, right? But why did they fail, and why did we survive? And we are progressing because of our inclusivity. The moment we are exclusive, what happens is, okay, we are exclusive people, we will allow only exclusive sect or religious people to rule us. They will form the policy, and those people who have been excluded, there might be an Abdul Kalam in that, there might be a very big, sports person in that, there will be a bigger scientist in that, there might be someone who is capable to steer the whole economy, like Dr. Manmohan Singh in that. Exclusive thing, because there might be minorities or there might be anything. Their contribution to the country will not be taken. That is what mistake Pakistan did. That mistake all other religious people do. And religion is something very tricky. I will tell you. No religion is innocent. The moment people capture power in the name of religion, they use the name of religion to justify their actions to keep the society in control. What Taliban is doing, do you think that is what Islam is? No, but they need Islam to capture the society there. So human beings are very aggressive people. We are in the nature to capture power. We want to be in absolute control. And this control, what the Raja, Maharaja, Nawabs and everybody had, why they had absolute control during those times? Because there was no constitution to regulate them, right? They were absolute monarchs. They had all the power in the hand to capture the society. So there was no constitution. What is the beauty of this country? We have a constitution. What is this constitution based on? Inclusivity, diversity, take everyone along, right? So who is this constitution saving? Constitution is saving all of us. From whom? Constitution is saving us from our own government. From our own government. It's not saving us from the US government. Don't keep that in misconception in mind. We are not being saved by a US government or Russian government or some other government. We are being saved by our own Indian government.
Democracy of Indian politics. I also appreciate the effort of the team, giving opportunity for the youth of this country to know and inspire them to participate in the democratic system of India as a politician or representative, which is very much needed for a better and a stronger India.
Round of applause, please. Can I have Mohammed Sahrin? Sir, please. Thank you so much, sir, for your great words and a lot of experience shared, of inspiration and a lot of insight of what. Thank you. And can I please have Bhavya for Ms. Vishalakshi ma'am?
Okay. Yes, here please. Yes, ready? Here please. Yes, here. One more please. Thank you so much.
Faster. Party leaders only, please.
Sir.
Sir, here.
ये main photo.
Having been nominated a member of the Youth Parliament, do you swear in the name of God? Solemnly. On that, you will be true of faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India, as by law. Establish that I will be uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, and that I will faithfully discharge the duty for which I am about to enter.
ಇದು ಬಹಳ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆ ಪಡುವಂಥ ವಿಷಯ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ದಿನಮಾನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ನಡೀತಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ಅವ್ರ ಮುಂದೆ ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂಥ ನಾಗರಿಕರ ಅಲ್ಲ ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂಥ ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮೆಂಬರು, ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಹೇಗೆ ನಡಿಬೇಕು, ಏನು ಯಾವ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಮತ್ತು ರೋಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಏನು ಲೆಜಿಸ್ಲೇಟರ್, ರೋಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಈಗ ಅವ್ರು ಬರುವಂಥ ದಿನಮಾನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂಥ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿಯನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ತರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಾನು ಅಭಿನಂದನೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಬರುವಂಥ ದಿನಮಾನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂಥ ನಾಗರಿಕರು, ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂಥ ಶಾಸಕರು, ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಸದಸ್ಯ ಆಗಲಂತೆ ಶುಭವನ್ನು ಹಾರೈಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಈಗಿನ ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ನಾನು ಭಾಷಣ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ದುಡ್ಡು ಜಾತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ದುಡ್ಡು ಯಾರು ಕೊಡೋದು, ಕೆಲಸ ನೋಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ದುಡ್ಡು ಯಾರು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಕಡೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ತಗೋತಾರೆ, ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಓಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಬ್ಬರು ಟೋಪಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. ಟೋಪಿ ಹಾಕಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡವ್ರು ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಟೋಪಿ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೇವಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಪೇಪರ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಪುಸ್ತಕದಾಗಿದೆ. ಅವತ್ತಿನ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಅಂತರ ಇದೆ. ಬರುವಂಥ ದಿನ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಿಂದಿದ್ದಂಥ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿ ಬರಲಿ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಡೆಮೋಕ್ರಸಿ, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋಂಥ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಆ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಚಾರವನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದೆ.
So today, the Young Indians, which is the youth part of CII organization, organized a model parliament for youth, for school children from Karnataka and Kerala. Shri Horatti, chairman of the council, was the chief guest. Our MLA Viswana Shwad and I and the assembly secretary, Srimati Vishalakshi, were the other guests. This sort of an opportunity is really meaningful and it should be available to more children because it gives them a chance to participate in playing the role of legislators, members of parliament, etc. They get to understand the complexities, how challenging it is to come up with legislation, consensus, and to arrive at policies that will improve society, the country. And as they get more familiar, I'm sure some of them will also be inspired to pursue careers like this, to engage with political parties in the system, because that's how we're going to strengthen our future, our country, our democracy. And so it's very important that these sorts of activities take place. So I wish them all the best. I think, these sorts of model parliaments are wonderful occasions for youngsters to see the constitution come alive in a very, very interesting, participative way.
ಸರ್ ಟುಡೇ ಇವತ್ತು ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಮಣ ಮತ್ತೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಕೆಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಜನಗಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಾಣಬಲ್ಲ ಆ ತರ
ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಜನನು ಆದರ್ಶವಾದಿಗಳು ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. Oh, okay. So in today's era also there are a lot of idealists who get in. There are lots of challenges with the system. It has become very costly to keep democracy alive, to keep election campaigns going, and that is a problem that needs to be fixed. Needs to be fixed through electoral reforms and other methods. That is a work in progress. I have written and spoken extensively about this. But until those reforms happen, we do see, the rich and the corrupt also doing very well at a time when they should be in jail there in Parliament. That is the problem. We need to change that and allow more committed, socially conscious people who are interested in public service and not private profit to succeed.
Thank you.
I'm Advika Asgar. I'm from Kochi, Kerala. And it's been a great honor to represent my school here at the Young Indians Parliament. And it's been a great opportunity that I've become a party leader, and I'm happy to collaborate and work with my fellow party leaders to create an impact as part of the youth and as part of India. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Heba Elizabeth Kuruvilla. I'm from Vidyaniketan School in Bangalore. We are so honored to be a part of this amazing event. We are looking forward to lively debates and making a real impact and getting inspired to work for the betterment of India.
Everyone, I am Amog Rao and I am from Sangara Central School studying in 10th standard, and it's a proud moment for me to be the Member of Parliament representing the Purnia constituency. I am from the ECM party, Empowered Citizens Mission, and our motto is that we have to shape everyone's voices and turn them into reality. It's a real honor to be presenting my school here, and I want to make some real impact on the country.
My name is SM Dashini. ನಾನು 10ನೇ ತರಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಓದುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಪರಿಕ್ರಮ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ನನಗೆ ಈ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಾನು ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಈವೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ತುಂಬಾ ಅನುಭವನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ತುಂಬಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಲಿತುಕೊಳ್ಳಬಹುದು. ನಮ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನರ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ದೊರೆಯುತ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಭಾಷಣವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ತುಂಬಾ ಯೋಚನೆಗಳು, ತುಂಬಾ ಐಡಿಯಾಗಳು ಬರುತ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ತುಂಬಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಹೇಳಿ.
My name is Anahita and I'm my party leader. I'm really grateful to Young Indians for giving me this amazing opportunity to perform on such a prestigious stage. And yes, I look forward to having lively debates and an amazing experience here. Thank you.
Yeah. Namaste, my name is Sameer Das. I'm studying in grade 10 at Ira Academy in Bengaluru. I thank YIP for this opportunity for all of us to present ourselves and present the nation with ideas which we want change in, and bring in an impact to this nation through this stage which they have provided us. I look forward to working with my party leaders, forming coalitions, and bringing an impact to this country.
Hi everyone, I am Anjana and I am from Kochi, Kerala, and I am very happy to be in this, be a part of this program, and I look forward to lively debates and to make greater decisions for our country. Thank you.
Namaskaram Andi, my name is Shiva V. Menon. I represent the constituency of Bongar, Telangana. I am also nominated as my party leader. I am hopeful that we can make a change in our nation. Thank you.
नमस्कार आप सबको, मेरा नाम आर्या है। मैं प्रेसिडेंसी स्कूल आटी नगर बेंगलोर से हूँ और मैं पढ़ती हूँ। मेरा यहाँ पे जो एक्सपीरियंस है वो बहुत ही अच्छा है। ये पहली बार जो मैं कर रही हूँ, ये मेरे को स्वतंत्र और अपने देश के बारे में समझाने में बहुत मदद कर रहा है। आज मैं अपने देश को मैं आज अपने जो अपने विचारों को प्रस्तुत करूंगी और बताऊंगी जो उन्होंने हम लोग को टॉपिक्स दिया, उन पे बात करूंगी। और मैं यहाँ से जो हो या ना हो, पर यहाँ से मैं ज़रूर सीख के जाऊंगी कि यहाँ एक देश है, पर हमारे जो विचार है, हम सब छोटे बच्चों और सब लोग का विचार जो है वो बहुत ही क्रिएटिव है, बहुत ही बड़ा है। तो धन्यवाद।
कैसे फील कर रहे हैं जो हिंदुस्तान भर से स्कूल से बच्चे आए हैं, अलग अलग जगह से बच्चे आकर आपसे मिल रहे हैं यहाँ पर, आप कैसे फील कर रहे हैं?
ये बहुत ही मेरे लिए बड़ा चीज़ है, क्योंकि मैं कन्फाइन हो जाती थी एक जगह पे कि हमारे स्कूल फ्रेंड्स है यहाँ पर। यहाँ से इतने सारे स्कूलों से बच्चे जो आ रहे हैं, वो बहुत बड़ा सोशल बातें हो रही हैं कि बहुत मेरे फ्रेंड्स और बहुत कुछ बन रहे हैं, कुछ सर्कल बन रहा है। हम लोग के कल्चरल और जो हम लोग का खुद का घर पे हम जो करते हैं, हमारे बातें, हमारे भाषा, सब वो एक्सचेंज हो पा रहे हैं हम एक दूसरे से। सो वो एक बहुत अच्छा मेरे लिए कुछ ऐसा कुछ निखार दे रहा है कि मेरे को खुशी से मैं फूले ना समाये।
तो यहाँ से क्या सीख के जा रहे हैं और जाकर क्या सिखाएंगे?
मैं यहाँ से ये ज़रूर सीखूंगी कि साथ में हो तो कुछ भी हो सकता है। मैं जाके ये भी बताऊंगी कि जितना भी हम लोग के बीच में अंतर हो या कितना भी हमारे बीच में डिफरेंसेस हो, जब हम सब एक साथ आएंगे तो इतना बड़ा हमारा इम्पैक्ट होगा कि पूरा देश कहाँ से कहाँ चला जाएगा।
My name is Mohammed Zaharin bin Aziz. I'm the chapter chair for CIl Young Indians Bangalore chapter. Today on August 6th, we are conducting the Young Indians Parliament. This is in collaboration with the Karnataka Legislature. This is a regional level competition where close to 160 students are participating from southern parts of Karnataka and Kerala. This competition will be like a model parliament where we are giving the exposure to students. So in the next 2 days, students will be showcasing their leadership skills, their debating skills and the critical thinking skills. There will be various parties and it's going to be more like a Lok Sabha parliament which we are going to enact in the next 2 days. End of tomorrow, we will be also recognizing the best students as per their leadership skills and their talking abilities. And the best students from this round will go to Lok Sabha, the old parliament in New Delhi in November. The main objective why we wanted to do this Young India Parliament is to give more exposure to the students in terms of politics. As you are aware, India is 65% of India is the youth, and the representation in the parliament is hardly 12%. In the coming years, we want to have more and more young minds to take up politics as their profession. We have country full of engineers and doctors, and our aim at Young Indians is to build the next line of leaders in the coming years.
How the workshop will help these students?
So they will be representing their own constituencies. They will be given certain topics to discuss on, and there will be also opposition and the government which will be formed inside. And in the next 2 days, they will be debating on lots of problems which are currently the country is facing. So it will be a very good opportunity for them to defend their constituency and bring their voice out and their thoughts and compete amongst the best minds in the region.
Final when they will happen? Any cash prize or award?
The finals will happen in November. The dates are yet to be disclosed, but it will be happening in the old parliament is what the current confirmation we get. Again, it will be 300 students which will be competing among each other in the final round. As of now, there is no cash prizes announced, but there will be rewards and recognitions for the participating students.
Any message to the students?
The thing is, our message from Young Indians to the students is, first of all, congratulations for making it to the second round, and from our organization, we wish all the students all the best for the next 2 days, and we hope the students get good exposure from these 2 days. More than winning, it is the exposure we want the students to get, and the brightest minds, we want them to represent our region in the national round.
So very excited to see around 170 students from Bangalore and Kerala participating in the regional round, and this is happening in different regions as well. And these kids are having real-time experience how the actual government works or how the session happens in the parliament. So they started with address from Horatti sir, who was talking about his experience, Rajiv Gowda sir about his experience, Rizwan. So they took an oath and then they started the proceeding, and this will give them the real-time scenario, and if few of them are interested in getting into politics in future, they will have a brief idea about things, and they are given topics, and they are given the constituency, so they are representing their constituency and talking about the core problems over there to resolve. So this will have a great impact, and it will be a pathfinder for them if they are looking for getting into politics in future. So great exposure for the students. Abhavya.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಇವತ್ತು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಡುಗಿರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹುಡುಗರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಿಂದ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ, ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ರಾಹುಲ್ ಅಂತ. YIP ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಂಗ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಕನ್ವೀನರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇವತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿರೋ ರೌಂಡ್ ವಿಕಾಸ್ ಸೌಧದಲ್ಲಿರೋದು ಒಂದು 160 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಿಂದ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೇರಳದಿಂದ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಎಸ್ಎ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಇದ್ದು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಈ ರೀಜನಲ್ ರೌಂಡ್ಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ ಅವ್ರ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಯೆನ್ಸಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ನಾವು ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ, ಅದರೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು 60-40 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. 60% ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ಗರ್ಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 40% ಬಾಯ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಗುಡ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅವ್ರ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗು, ಅವ್ರ ಇದು ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಅದು ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ವಿಚಾರ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರನೇ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ನಾವಿವತ್ತು ಈ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಮತ್ತು ನಾಳೆ ಇರೋ 2 ದಿವಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ವಿಲ್ ಶೇಪ್ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಲೀಡರ್ಸ್. ಒಳ್ಳೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಗೌರವ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇಂಥ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.